What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a Thursday stream here. I know it's been a minute since I've done a stream. I'm scoot over a little bit. So yeah, New Game Plus and Legend levels were just dropped yesterday for the Beast. So I've been playing it a little bit. It's been a lot of fun. We got Darren Steele in the chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. If you have any questions, please ask away. I am working on some videos for New Game Plus and stuff like that. But first, before we get into anything, if you're watching this video later on YouTube, hello from the past. Hope you're having a wonderful future. Now let's just get right into this. Let's see. Darren said you're in from Canada. Nice, good to see you, man. Gamer 2550. Hope you're having a great day. I'm so happy New Game Plus is here. I know, me too. Me too. Vetri, probably said that wrong. I apologize. You said you're playing your favorite game. Awesome. I'm glad this is your favorite game. It's a ton of fun. So I've played it a little bit of New Game Plus. I haven't gotten very far into it, but
after hunting that beast, I killed another chimera. No,
it's been a lot of fun. I've gotten to level 30 something already. We'll see exactly which level. I think it's like 33, I want to say. I could be wrong. Yeah, no, it's 33. That's right. So I've done a few things, not a lot. I did do a little bit of farming to kind of level up a bit, but not much. As you can see, I'm still very early on. I'm in Power Gambit, so still super early on. He said if you have the rust weapon, it literally carries. I'm not sure what the rust weapon is off the top of my head. My favorite so far, though, honestly, out of most of the legendary weapons, is the tempered crowbar. This thing's amazing. I love it. We got Sin and Hansi. Sorry if I said that wrong. How's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's just kind of jump into... I'm going to go towards the main quest and pick up any little side things that pop up on the way there, because we just want to do some leveling up here. It said it's from a safe zone. It is about 3,500 damage for a one-handed weapon if you have the correct mods. So I know that, like, what I have right now as level 31, I've got the tempered crowbar. That does almost 3,500 damage on its own, and it doesn't have any mods on it. But I like it because, like, this is just New Game Plus level 1. Don't grab me. Most everything, well, I say this as I'm dying. Also, I am playing on the brutal difficulty, for anyone wondering. Wasn't for these dang grabs. Yeah, these bigger zombies take like a couple of hits, but the smaller ones usually just take one to go down. So it's been pretty nice. Hey, we got Slum Village chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Darren Steele's the people that got to level 300 are gonna get bored quick. Yeah, I could see that, because at level 300 your weapons do like millions of damage, so it's kind of, yeah, it's a lot. There's something over here? Nope, that's just a rock. Can't do that either. Okay. I'm gonna call you Vat. That's just probably the easiest way for me to do it. You said you already beat the New Game Plus first time? Nice. Are there any rewards for beating New Game Plus? I know they did that for Dying Light 2, but I don't know if they did it for this one or not. I am not paying attention to what I'm doing. There we go. Hey, we got Zach Blue in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Vat, you said high levels are too good. Yeah. I like, you know, the feeling of getting stronger. Don't like these grabs. But you know what I'm gonna do real quick? Okay, I'm just turning down the volume on my computer because it's a bit loud. Yeah, so I'm in the mental asylum area right now, I think. Yeah. Which is a high level area, and even though I'm level 33 and technically above the enemies here, it's I'm not doing as much damage to them as I am in the level 1 areas. So you're gonna get leveled up a bit more. This area is useless to me at the current moment. Dead Boy, you said you'd love to see outpost bounties come to the beast. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. For sure. And then, you know, maybe we could get some of these things that, you know, everybody misses out on, or something like that. You know, just a little extra reward. It's always nice to have. Darren Steele said level 300 be good for nightmare mode. Oh, I bet. I bet it'd be really fun. Give that a shot. Then you said you saw a guy playing level 198 killing volatiles in one hit. Yeah, I know. Once you get to a certain point, like, everything dies in one hit. Like, it's crazy. So 198 is the lowest I've heard of that happening, just from right now. So we will see how that goes. Trying to get away from all these dang zombies. I mean, these ones though, these are the one-hit ones because I'm in the level 1 legend level area. So these are a bit easier to deal with. Zach said you just started Final Fantasy 15 today? Nice. I have only ever briefly played Final Fantasy 7. So, well, that's not true. That's not true. I've also played a little bit of Final Fantasy 13. You know, it would help if I remembered where to go. And I have not done that. This is not great. I'm just kind of like flailing around everywhere. But yeah, I've been meaning to kind of get into the Final Fantasy games because I do like them. I just never really have all that much. Slummy said you start 2-tapping volatiles fairly early, around like level 80 or something. Nice. Yeah, and like you said, with the right gear, and the gear is super important. Just like it was in Dying Light 2.
I believe they're safe, but we still need to be careful.
Yoink.
What you're injecting gives you strength.
Come on,
But we
Kyle.
don't know its
Climb.
limits.
Jeez.
Let me know
Sometimes he just doesn't want to do stuff.
Okay.
Zach, you said you're really excited to play the 7 remake when it comes to Xbox. Oh, I know. I might do that at some point. I'm just going about this in the worst possible way. It's like I've never played a game before. Excuse me, zombies. Okay, here we go. Oh, finally made it back. That was like the most complicated way to get back here. It was like, why is this taking me so long? It should not take me that long. Alright, let's go in here, start this next quest. One thing I do like is the fact that you can actually respec your legend levels. I think that's really great because like obviously when you get to level 300 you'll have all the things unlocked. But before that point, if there's a specific kind of skills you want to try out, or you know, things that you're kind of more prone to your playstyle, if you don't like something, you can just respec your stats and try again, which is really cool.
Crane, Castor Woods is crawling.
So I like that.
You can't kill them all.
Oh, watch me.
Just run.
You can't kill them all.
Losing battle trying to kill
You want to
every
bet?
single one.
I
Thanks for the
think
tip, Sheriff. I was
this is leading into nighttime. I didn't reset it, but that's okay. I think, like, honestly, I'm just not a big fan of playing at nighttime. Even if I can one-shot volatiles and things, I just generally prefer to play during the daytime, just mainly because so I can freaking see things. Alright, drop down here. Roll and go. Steve, you said, it's like they said about the game, every time you beat the game, the difficulty will get harder. Yes, I have
The power plant is totally
heard that. So essentially,
Walk away.
I think the way that it's intended to be is that when you play the game, you're meant to just kind of go back through the story, and level up naturally. So by the time you finish one New Game Plus, you should be probably maybe around level 30 ish. I don't know exactly, but let's say maybe somewhere around there. And then, you know, you do like maybe New Game Plus 10 is where it starts to be like where you need to be kind of closer to like 300 or something. I don't really know for sure, because obviously this is only a New Game Plus 1. But eventually I will test that. And we also got Evil Sins in the chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you today? I'm at the power plant.
Power plant up and running? You can't just unplug it and plug it back in again, you know?
Can I just go ahead and jump to this part? Actually. Yes, I can. I don't want to go through all the stuff. Let's see. Zach, you said, what's the strat for legend level farming? Honestly, there's a couple things you can do. There's the classic volatile farm where over here, yeah, right here, where the church is, kind of where you go in the Beast Within quest. You go under the church. That little spot right there, everyone probably knows about that spot by now. Basically, you just start a chase, go under there, volatiles can't hit you, so you just start whacking away at them. That's a good way, but there's two ways that are way better. One of them, which is in my personal opinion the best, especially if you have a good layout, is these volatile hives. They give you, and now granted right now there's a double XP weekend, so this does kind of change a little bit, but the way that it is now currently as of like today, when you do one of these volatile hives, you get roughly about 39,000 XP. So if you have a good loop of multiple of them discovered, you can just run from one to the next, kill it, and every single time you'll be basically leveling up. So that's a really fast way. And then just go to sleep. Maybe, I don't know how long they take to refresh, but if it's just like a day, or if it's a timed refresh, I don't know off the top of my head. But when they refresh, just run the loop again and you'll be leveling up like crazy. The other one is the blue encounters. Those give you roughly about 20,000 experience. So those are also amazing to do. So technically farming volatiles can be fairly quick. I went from level, probably level 6 to level 24 in about 20 minutes doing just the volatiles. So it's definitely possible to level up fast that way. But you have the potential to level up even faster if you kind of follow some good routes to do that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what that is now. We got Matthew in the chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Steve said, keep up with the great videos. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. I will do my best. SDSU, I'm just going to call you Pop, though. Probably easier. Do I miss the classic grappling hook from Dying Light 1? Yes, I do. That one's amazing. Now, technically, we have a form of that in Beast mode, but I just prefer the way the original one was. Evil Sins, you're sad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Hopefully, this can help you feel better. Pugs, you said, is me or is New Game Plus brutal super easy? It is once you've started to level up your legend level. If you haven't leveled up your legend level yet, it's not. But I'm level 33 and pretty much everything's dying in one hit. I don't go down here yet, I don't think. No, do I? Do I go through the door? Yeah. It's been a while since I've done this quest. I don't remember where exactly. I've only done it like once, maybe. Yeah, I know I'm in the right spot. Think. It's been a while since I've done this, so if anybody remembers off the top of their head where I need to go, I am all ears, because I don't remember. Big Cactus Water in the chat. How is it going, my friend? And Evil Sins, I'm so sorry to hear that. Thoughts and feelings with you, my friend. Hopefully everything is going okay otherwise. But hopefully we can kind of help out a little bit here. I'll bring some brightness if possible. Let's. Where the heck? I know you go inside of here. I remember this. Am I blind? Oh, wait, I think I gotta go this way. Haha, I forgot. Well, like I said, Evil Sins, we are here for you. I want to say that they'll be level 20, but again, I haven't got that far, so I don't really know. Sham, you said, what legend level am I? I am level 33 at the moment. Mr. Langan, you said you like the new set of the legend levels. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. I haven't unlocked it yet. I think I can get the hat, but that's it. Zach, you got oh, the first boss. Yeah. Oh yeah, the first boss is rough on legend level 1.
Problem. I need to close off that.
It took me probably like 10 tries to beat him. It was pretty bad. Oh, don't do that. Finally got him though, obviously, or else I wouldn't be this far. Also, thank you for the follow there, Arrow Swear. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Jeff, you said you got to level 65 and farming by the church. Yeah, that's a great farm. It's great because it's quick, it's simple, it's easy. You can get tons of experience in a very short amount of time. And the great thing about it is the higher level you are, the more damage you'll do, and the quicker you'll kill the volatiles. And there you go. Now, obviously, once you get to like even higher levels, then you may not even need that spot because you'll be able to one-shot volatiles just out in the open, so you can just run around smacking everything in the face. Fully Ant, you said you heard that New Game Plus 10 is the highest it goes in terms of difficulty. Some areas are recommended level 300. Okay, so that kind of makes sense with what I was talking about a little bit earlier, where essentially I was like, it kind of seems like in this first playthrough, go through the hole, man. That Techland kind of wants you to be at level 30 by the time you finish the playthrough. So essentially 30 levels per playthrough. 10 playthroughs gives you level 300. I think that's what their goal essentially is. So I think it's possible that also with each New Game Plus you get more XP. I don't know if that's the case because I'm only on the first one. If someone can confirm that, I would love to hear.
Need to drain the flooded area.
Zach said it feels like first-person Dark Souls, right?
On the ground level, I think.
Come on. Where do I go? I don't remember. Oh, no, it's
Optimistic attitude.
this way?
Really?
It'll pop up in a second. Tell me where to go, because I don't remember.
If you want to get yourself killed, who am I to stand
Jeff, you said the iconic machete is amazing. I haven't tried any of the iconic weapons yet. I will after I finish this mission. I know I have, I think, a couple that I can grab. So... Oh yeah, that's right. Go this way. Oh no, it's down. There we go. I remember nothing. But yeah, after I kind of get through this mission, I'll try out the iconics and see how they are. I've heard they're great, but I haven't done it yet. Johnny said you're grinding levels to get the full Ranger gear. Hey, not a bad goal. Like, there's people, like, it's crazy that this update literally just came out yesterday and there's people who are already at level 300. That's just insane. Fully Angie, have heard that the Nightmare mode will be introducing hunger level.
that reserve line on
So I haven't heard that. It's the first I've heard that. I know that they're wanting to add more survival type elements in.
Or not.
Probably not.
Well, since you've been wrong about everything.
So that kind of makes sense. If that is the case, personally, I probably won't be playing Nightmare mode. Because, no, that's blocked. I just personally don't like survival mechanics like that in games. Not that there's anything wrong with them. My gosh, this guy grabbed me twice. Seriously. There's nothing wrong with those mechanics. It's just personally, I'm not a fan of them. Where am I going? Oh, here it is. Matthew said, how are people already level 300? Just farming like crazy. If you guys want, let me know in the chat if y'all want to see me kind of farm legend levels after this mission. I can do that. Shammy said, how does double XP work? I don't think side quests count. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it counts. I don't think quests count. I think it's only for... What am I doing? There should be... There's supposed to be a hole. I've done this a bunch of times. Oh, here it is. I was like, I knew there was something in the way. Couldn't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I think it only accounts for maybe kills. I don't know for the double XP what counts and what doesn't count. Fully Angie said, if you go into the settings and look at the UI and player stats and player bars, what it's called, it says the description about your hunger bar. Oh, interesting. So they are technically added that to the game already. It's just you don't have the mode yet. Okay, that makes sense. Wave, you said, is worth upgrading to the Beast game. If you have not played Dying Light the Beast yet, do so. It is fantastic.
I'm working something out.
Now, the Deluxe Edition, I'm not sure if I would necessarily say that's worth it, because it's just a bundle of, like, basically you get, like, an outfit, like, you get some gear, a weapon, like, an outfit, like, it's kind of up to you. You don't really get any additional, like, DLC or anything. Where am I going? It's literally right next to where I was. It's been a while since I've done this mission. John, you said double XP counts for everything, including the quest. Nice. Lock Deep Sing, you said best zombie game. It's definitely a great zombie game, that's for sure. I'd have to go back and play some of the older zombie games that I really liked to see how it compares. Like, this is still like one of the best for sure. This freaking guy. Nope. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of my face. Say get out of my face, not in it. Please. Heal up a bit. Scary Lair, what legend am I? So I am 33. The skills I currently have is one-handed damage, melee attack speed, and then honestly I've put a lot into extra craft parts as well as physical damage, just because. And like I mentioned earlier, you can actually respec this, so if you don't like the stats that you chose, you can always just change them, and then by the time you reach 300 you'll have everything. So it's kind of up to you. Jeff, you want me to do legend grinds? Okay. Land. How are you? Sorry. John, you said best thing to do is turn in quests at night. That's true. That is very true. Slum, you hit 250. Nice. Vat, you said how y'all earning so fast. So I'll show some of the ways. Let me finish this quest, and then I'll kind of show a few methods of what you can do to level up fairly quickly. And Scary Lair, you are very correct.
Largo, the turbo.
You become extremely overpowered. I don't have any ammo. Oh, you know what I do have? Aha, yes.
Keep 'em running. And along with everything else, the feed pipe is broken.
Well, there
I
must
don't
be
have
a
this for
way
now.
to get water to
But yeah, in Dying Light 2, Legend level 300 is basically the same as Legend level 1. It is useless.
Wasting of time.
You are just a ray of sunshine, you know that?
But it's massively different here. It's more fuel. I know I need something. Oh, I saw my shadow. I thought it was a zombie. Isn't there supposed to be something in here? I don't remember. Hey, we got TSM in the chat. What's going on, my friend? We also got Weston. How's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. RTB as well. Everybody's coming in. Okay. Oh, here we go. Investigate.
I'm seeing a red pipe. Is that the other water intake?
Whee!
Could be.
And it should take me in here.
Kinda colorblind then.
Yeah, I'll use it as a bypass. There's a valve, but it doesn't have a handle.
Maybe it.
I believe it takes me in here.
Or maybe you want me to come up there and break your head off.
Relax. I'm just.
Scary, you said you can one-shot anything with your bare fists. Yeah, it's crazy. That's one of the reasons I'm doing physical attacks now. It's because I've noticed that with these, you get like plus whatever percentage. Like, for example, like a plus 45% damage with one-handed weapons. But if you don't have anything on a skill, for example, like if I use a long weapon or a two-handed weapon, or knuckle dusters or a crossbow, it's actually not going to get any benefit from the levels that I have. You have to have at least 1 point to start getting the benefit because it gets a plus 0% just as default. So there'll be times where I'll be in beast mode, barely doing any damage to like a boss monster, and then it'll be like I'll switch to like my crowbar and just absolutely destroy him. So you have to have a point in the skills in order to actually
Got it.
get the power increase, and man, does it's just insane. Let's see. Fully Andy said with how overpowered Techland are making us, nightmare difficulty about to be insane. Yeah, it's either gonna be really it's either gonna be like, oh, nightmare is no different than any other difficulty mode, or it's gonna be the fact that nightmare is probably the best way to play. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes when nightmare comes out. Let's wait for him. There we go. I love this weapon. Come on. Okay. Last guy's down there. He's coming up. There we go. RTP, so you're level 100. Most of that you got from fighting volatiles and wear XP gear. Yeah. That's the main strategy, is wear XP gear and fight a bunch of volatiles, because honestly that's probably the fastest way. Just because of how many volatiles can spawn.
Something's happening.
And the stronger you get, the higher level you are, the stronger you are, the more damage you'll do, the quicker the fights go. Like, it's just like, it's crazy. Whee! Stop climbing on things, Kyle. I said stop it. Freaking Kyle. Always want to climb stuff. Mr. Lang, is it better than Dying Light 2's legend levels? Yes. It's more like Dying Light 1 legend levels, where you, in Dying Light 1, when you had your legend levels and you maxed them out, you were stupid overpowered. So it's that same situation in this case, which is good. I like that, because legend levels in Dying Light 2 were basically useless.
You're not as stupid as you look. Meet me on the first.
We got Flyman in the chat. You said you hope Techland will cook with this update. Oh, it's it's cooking for sure. It's good. This next part though, I'm gonna have to use beast mode because otherwise I'll probably die. RGB said one tap in beast mode is insane. Oh yeah, that's probably crazy. I haven't gotten that high up and I haven't leveled up my beast stuff. Alright, where's the dudes? There's a guy. Don't hit me. This is also nice. One tapping these guys. But normally it still takes a couple of hits. And I really want to loot them.
I told you not to piss.
Some of them are gonna have money and guns
I gotta get that power back on.
and ammo. And I like ammo. I think the gun ones are just the guys up top. I wish there was a way you could just automatically like scrap a weapon. It'd be super nice. I'm gonna scrap these two. Where are they? Okay. Heal up a bit. RGB, you're basically Doomslayer. Yeah, I think when you get high enough level, you pretty much, yeah, that's right. Grab some more stuff. Can't forget all this nice loot. I have no ammo for either of those. That's not helpful. That's alright.
Sheriff.
Locke, you said update 1.4, nothing new, same as old. I mean, there's nothing new, like new content in the game, no. But you have New Game Plus, so you can start a game from the beginning, but be more powerful, deal tougher enemies, have a better challenge. The legend levels let you get stronger and stronger, so level 15 is, you know, not the end-all, be-all anymore. Like there's a lot of benefits. Now, if you don't like to replay the same stuff over and over again, then yeah, no, there's nothing really here for you. But if you don't mind, then don't hit me. Stop dodging everything. Dang it. Peace. Fully, and do you know if they fixed the spectral baseball bat? Last time crafted it was a completely different bat. I don't know. We can test that out. And Johnny said the assault rifle the eraser got bugged for you. The laser sight is pointing in the wrong direction. Oh no. That's not great. Oh, I hate fighting humans. I hate them. They're the worst. Oh, he's fighting a volatile. I have to fight these guys and also deal with volatiles. I don't want to deal with volatile.
Sheriff, the plant's up and running.
Actually, no, you know what?
Send some people here if you want to keep it that way.
When I'm higher level, I'll deal with volatiles. For now, no.
We need to talk.
I'm gonna go sleep it off. We'll do some farming. So I gotta talk to the sheriff. But we'll do some farming after I talk to the sheriff. Darren and TSM saying the bat's still broken. So yeah, there you go, everybody. Spectral bat is still broke. Alright. So let's turn in this quest so we get the XP for it. And then we'll do some farming. And there normally is a car right here. There is. It's just over here instead for some reason.
Olivia, the power plant is back online.
You are a man of...
RTB said there's a new incentive to play at night. Do all story missions, New Game Plus during night for XP bonus. That's true. You can do that. Technically, you can actually, like, this wants me to go talk to the sheriff. What I can do is when I get to the town hall, I can just go sleep, make it nighttime, and then go talk to the sheriff, which turns quest in, which then will allow me to get the extra XP for it being nighttime. So that is one thing you can do, which is kind of nice, is wait to turn in quests and other things.
Okay, I can lend you guys.
Now, one thing I will do, I don't want to wait for nighttime for this, so I'm just going to go ahead and activate this tower. Ooh, and also do this
Got it. I'll
thing.
call you once I'm there.
Getting distracted. Alright, let's help him up, because this will give me like 20,000 experience. It'd be more if it was nighttime, but these guys aren't out during the night. Wait for hand grenade. You can see at the top left there, we got 19,000. Bad time. Whee! What are you doing, Kyle? Get up here. And there we go. Problem solved. Scary that you know if in co-op it yields more XP. I don't think so, but I can't say I don't really ever play co-op, so I can't be 100% certain on that. Crossplay. What's going on, my friend? How are you? You said you can one melee kill a volatile. You're already at level 124. In nighttime times 4 bonus on the leveling is very fast. Yeah, once you get to the point where, because I think I've heard around level 85 is whenever you're able to start one-shotting everything. And ooh, the car's back here. No, where'd I put the car? Oh, right here. I was like, where'd it go? So yeah, we'll see how far we can get. I'm just trying to turn this quest in, then we're gonna do some farming. But it's crazy. Need to pay attention when I'm doing it, not crash into things. Usually helpful. Just not. That's on me. Just completely failed to jump onto the vehicle. That was great. Johnny said you like the multiple hives showing up at nighttime. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I tried one so far, and there weren't any volatiles around, which is interesting. So I don't know if that's just a thing that the hives don't have volatiles, or if I just randomly got lucky. Let me know if you guys actually do see like a ton of volatiles at them or not, because I didn't personally. Johnny said put the Explorer gear on. Yeah, I actually need to buy the Explorer gear. I've never actually purchased it on my save, so I'm gonna go do that. Doug, you asked if the PS5 Pro version got patched as well. It should have. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't have gotten patched. So it should be. Just like all the other systems. And RTV said you're seeing more bolter spawns. Yeah, Maui. I've noticed that too. I have seen more. If I wanted the free ride and I just drove away, right? It was the slowest fall too. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. I wish they'd let us upgrade the truck with better tires and traction for speed. That would be kind of cool. Maybe in a future update they'll do that, make it more like the buggy where you can kind of actually upgrade it. But I mean, the more fuel and the more like damage resistance stuff, like those two skills that you can unlock, honestly, I almost never have a vehicle blow up or run out of gas before I get where I'm trying to go. So I don't really need that much, to be honest. All right, so here we are. I need to talk to the sheriff, but before I do, let's go switch it to nighttime so we can get the XP. Nighttime. TSM's the only thing PS5 didn't get was ray tracing. Yeah, that's PC only stuff, so yeah, it should have everything. All right, so now we're at nighttime. Let's go turn this in. Skip.
Without power.
Woohoo, we did it. All right, so there's a few things that we need to do now because I promised I would do them and I haven't yet. So that brought me at least to level 36. Nice.
What's up?
So I've got 3 legend points. I think, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna keep putting my physical damage. I love to use like kicks and drop kicks and stuff, so I want to use that. So there's a few things we're gonna do.
Where's it at?
It says something about an old...
Holy Ann, is this my favorite Dying Light game, or do you prefer another one? Honestly, yeah, out of the 3,
It's worth asking.
this one is probably my favorite
Find out.
right now. All right, so inventory, I still have 4 here, so we're good. Let me open up one of these crates because I haven't done that yet. So we've got these crates. So when you start New Game Plus, if you weren't already aware of this, you get these New Game Plus chests for competing. It says loot box rewarded for completing an activity, loot box for main quests. So you get these small ones for things like safe houses and stuff like that. And then these big ones are for the main quests. So let's look at a small one. It's a rare. Let's open that up. And in this one, just do one for now. Got some cleaning supplies, some batteries. Okay, so these seem to be more of a craft part chest is what it seems like. We'll open one more just to kind of double check it, but I'm pretty sure they're craft part chest. Yeah, resin and then some more cleaning supplies. So that's what this one is. John Omni said the cut limb upgrade is broken, maxed out. Oh, I bet. So let's open up one of these legendary packages. And this one gave me the rust, some alcohol, and blade. So it looks like with these you get a legendary weapon and also some craft parts. So let's look at this rust. So that came in at my level. It's still technically weaker than my crowbar, but that's also because I have one-handed damage maxed out. So that's why that's like that. Interesting. Cool. I'll just leave it there. Now, I want to upgrade. So that's what that is. Actually, before I do that, let's go claim some of these rewards because I've unlocked a few of them. So let's do that. RTB said your list is Dying Light 1, Dying Light the Beast, then Dying Light 2 for now. Yeah, I can see that. Dying Light 1 definitely is its own unique thing. I personally prefer 2 over 1. Don't get me wrong, I love Dying Light 1. I just also have had more time with Dying Light 2, so I enjoy it a little bit more. But this one is just miles above both, in my opinion. Everybody has their own thing there. TSM Rust is really good with add-ons. Yeah, I bet. We'll look at that in a minute, though. Maybe. We're going to take a look at these, the iconic weapons. So I've got the Unusual Suspect. So let's go ahead and claim this guy. So it looks like they're claimed at the level that you are. Okay. So we've got the Collector's Piece. The Alpinist's Friend. And let's go ahead and give myself the Ranger Cap. Bronze Bow. I've been needing to use a bow for a while. My inventory is full, so it'll just send stuff to the stash. Ranger Jacket. Persuasive Argument. That one looks kind of cool. And then the last one we have right now is the Ranger Glove. Alright, so inventory. So it still has 3 stats on it. Stamina regen on kill, that's great. Critical damage increase and critical chance on headshot. That's actually not bad. I like that, actually. And then I have, I think, the gloves. So yeah, this has the potential to be dealing a ton of damage. That's pretty good. So, okay. I see some stuff building building in the comments, so we can just talk about this right now. We just have a little chat. So all right. So there's some talk about my hair and whether people like it longer or shorter. So if you have watched my channel previously in the past, like a few years ago, you will notice that I had long hair back then, and I have since cut it off. I cut it off probably beginning of 2023. So the reason for that is, at the time, I had back in December of 2022, I broke my leg, and well, my ankle. But anyway, I broke my ankle, and I wasn't really able to move around a whole lot, and my hair just got to be too much to deal with while also not being able to move around too much. So I decided to cut it off. I had long hair in high school, cut it off, and then regrew it and cut it off again. I might grow back, I don't know, but that's what I did. And for like probably the majority of my life, I've had haircut like this, where essentially I just buzz it just because it's simple, easy. That's what that's about. So yeah, and then sometimes when it gets a little bit longer, I do kind of buzz it back down. But yeah, so that's if you see changes in my hair, that's why. Same thing with my beard. Sometimes it gets, if you've seen some of my earlier videos, it was massive. I had a few times where it was really just gigantic beard, and I try to keep it kind of more trimmed down. Usually this is about the length that it gets to before I kind of start cutting it down. So the next time you guys see me, I might have shorter hair and a shorter beard. So just be aware of that. But just figured, let's go ahead and address that since everybody wants to talk about it. All right, now let's look at these iconic weapons, which a couple of them went to my stash. So let's go over to my stash, swap a few things out. Put that in stash, I don't want it. And I'll put the rust in there for now. Shotgun, put the crossbow in there. Put the eraser, this one, this one. Okay. All right, so. All right, so let's look at these iconic weapons. So the first one we got was the Unusual Suspect, which is a one-handed weapon, so it's going to get that benefit from there. It is definitely stronger than the Tempered Crowbar, which is nice. And let's see, 45% damage when thrown, HP restored, more HP restored and healing, and you get more damage when you have less than 25% stamina. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Crossplays at your highest damage is 60,000. I know once we start getting leveled up, these damages are going to be insane. So that's not bad. I don't like the drone damage, like that's great, but it's not going to come back to me, so I'm not going to throw it. That's not really helpful for this weapon. Then we've got this one, which is also more powerful. This is a two-handed axe that's still stronger than the weapon I currently have, and it's not getting any benefits. So this does me 8% more damage against affected, HP restored on healing, and then beast meter gains with attacks. So this one will help me grow my beast mode faster, which is great. This one, Alpinist Friend, one-handed machete. So this does get the legend level bonus, but it doesn't do as much damage as my crowbar. Man, I can't read words. But this also has like a ton of effects built into it. So you get 75% more damage with your kicks, HP restored and healing. You get, for blocks, it's 50% less stamina cost, which is great. You get plus 65 elemental damage per second. You get 8 seconds of elemental damage duration and a 20% chance for critical hits. Now, does this have something built into it? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah, slashing. So, oh, wait, no. That's still slashing too. So, I don't know if that has something built in. We'll check it out. Then we have the bow, which does 3,000 just by itself right now. So, I increase bow damage and stuff. And then the collector's piece, also nice. Oh, yeah, let me just move this. I'll read that. If I've got this one, which is better. Right? Was it better? Yeah, 29 and 37. So, yeah, that's better. So, we'll go with this. Although, I do want to try to do a little upgrading here if I can. Nah, you know what? I think I'm going to just mainly stick with the iconic weapons. And just use those. So, let's put my flamethrower away. Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'll just put all of my non-iconic weapons away. Wait, did I see... Really? I only have a few things here. Yeah, let's do a bow. So this one I can actually modify, whereas the other ones I can't. Now, obviously I need to upgrade my my mods, because I have not done that. But, excuse me, but throw on fling. And let's throw on... Don't have any legendary ones here. So I will just throw on lightning. It's not a bad one. For the grip, we got reinforcement. At least. And then charms. You know what we're going to do? Since we're going to be kind of working on farming some levels, I will put the inhibitor charm on. And while I'm here, actually, I'm going to put the inhibitor charm on all of these weapons. So that way I can make sure to get the extra XP no matter which one I'm using. Now let me actually go buy the XP stuff, because I haven't done that yet.
Sleeps for pussies.
Hello, sir. Yeah, there's a lot of things I just did never buy. I didn't get around to doing in my first playthrough. So
The swamp.
all right, let's get all of the explorer gear on. All right, yep, got that XP percent gained. Good there.
Apparently, guys,
Is it nighttime or is it daytime?
sent
It's
out
nighttime right now. I'm gonna go to the easiest way for me to get to the church, and I'll show you guys. Scary, you said you don't think the extra XP set does anything. We'll test that out. We'll test it out. I'll put another loadout, and we'll wear what I was wearing, the survivor gear. What am I doing? Survivor. All right, here we go. And let me throw this stuff in here and have that. Sure, I'll have these. I don't really use anything, to be honest. Okay. So we got loadout 1 and loadout 2. So we'll try it. We'll do both. We'll kill a few of the volatiles with the non-XP gear first, because I know with the non-XP gear they're 4,200. But we'll show you that. So Oh wait, I already slept. Oh well, we'll do it again. Well, yeah, you said you've been sticking with the iconic weapons and you don't regret it. Well, that's good. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to head here. That's where I'm trying to head. Because that safe house is closer to the church, so it just makes it for easier time getting there. Let's switch to... I'm gonna try this machete. Okay, so it's not one-shotting these guys. So it looks like you probably need to do closer to 3,500 to one-shot normal zombies. And then obviously when you do more damage later on, it's different, but... we'll see that out. There's several things I missed in chat, so I do apologize. I'll try to catch up while I'm on my way over here. Seb, you said if you don't like how the outfit looks and just want the stats, you can always change the look. Yeah, with the transmog feature. I like the look of the outfits in the game. I don't really have any issues with them, but that's a good point for anyone who likes the look of a specific outfit but prefers the stats of another one. You can definitely do that, which is great. I love when they added that to Dying Light 2. That was nice. And then Zero said, just talking about how you're basically not a fan of Techland, and that's a fair point. You know, if you're not a fan of it, that's all right. You don't gotta be. Everybody is free to enjoy things as they wish. Let's get up here. Oh yeah, I've got the ladder down. Oh, another good thing, if you want to, a good thing to farm is like goons. They give you about 4,000 experience as well. Like here, let me go kill this one real quick. I'll use my persuasive argument. Ouch. Let's see if I can kill this guy. Ow, didn't dodge in time. So actually 3,000. So I got 3,000 XP there. And then we'll do a quick test. He should respawn once I switch it, sleep all the way to daytime again. So let's try that real quick. But this goon does respawn until there's a certain side quest you do later in the game that once you complete that, this whole island becomes like a safe zone, so he won't be there at that point. But yeah, so he will respawn every time you sleep till the next day. There it is. So if you wanted to have like just a quick easy little fight, technically you could fight him at nighttime. You might still have to deal with volatiles. I don't know though if you'll have to deal with them or not, but that's a quick like 3,000 experience. You know, let's try fighting him at night. We'll see how that goes. If he gives you like 6,000 experience, this might actually not be a bad farm to do, just because you can just jump down there, jump back up, reset him, and then go again. Also, I saw Seb said you only found when the beast came out, and you have been enjoying my content. Well, thanks, I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. Jeff, you said you could start a chase at the town hall and then come back and end the chase. You get 4,200 every time. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So sleeping once is not enough. So let's sleep to the day and then sleep back till night again. So he should be reset. But if he's there at night, if the double XP is working properly, then the 4 times the XP should make it to where he gives me closer to 8,000 XP, which would be honestly better than the volatile farm until you can one-shot volatiles. Is he not here at nighttime? Let me switch it back to the day. Interesting. Doing some good testing here. Because I fought him twice, so he should still be there. Yeah, he's there. Oh, he's just not there at nighttime. Interesting. Okay. Well, enough of that. Alright, so let's show you the church farm. We'll do this one. Oh, he respawns if you do that. Okay, we can try that. If he's not here, I'll try that real quick. If it happens every single time where he doesn't spawn, then it's not really worth it. Because the time it takes you to go back to the menu, back into the game again, and fight him, you could have already gotten more than the XP that you need from him. Now, granted, at first, this might be the better way to go. Now, you won't be as safe as the volatile farm, but it just kind of depends on how much XP he gives. Because you just do this a few times, get a few levels, and then when it stops being useful, basically. Okay, yeah, for me at least, he's not spawning at nighttime. So we're not going to worry about that. So, for the volatile farm, for anyone who doesn't know what it is and is curious about it, all it is right here at the church, there is a hole that you go into where they can't touch you. So you'll start a chase, run under that hole, and then you just slap away. That's all you gotta do. And then whenever that ends, you go drag more in and repeat the process. I personally, like, you can do this from any tower. Like, you can go from the town hall to run over there. You can go from the library tower to run over there. You can go from the Fisherman Island tower. I like the Fisherman Island tower. To me, it feels a bit quicker because you can actually go straight to the hole, whereas these other two, you have to kind of go around the church to get to it. So this makes it a little bit easier to do this way. I will put a marker there so I can know where to go. Okay. All right, so there aren't any volatiles, I don't think, on this island. I don't think they can spawn here because they would get stuck. But you run to this little bridge here, or the dock. You'll get a volatile or two right here. Just don't worry too much about them because they'll probably see you anyway. But main thing is just keep running, jump on this truck. Especially if you have your, like, grappling hook maxed out. That's what you're looking for. Because it's right here is where you need to go. And the chase has already started. You don't have to actually see them following you, because they will show up at your location. So we're here. Well, I say that. There he is. So now we just start whacking away. See, they can't hurt me in here. So you just do this. It's not the most exciting farm, I will say. But I killed, I think, 2 of them. That was 84,000 or 8,400. So let's switch over to my XP gear and try the same thing. So I switched over to the XP gear. I'm still getting 4,200. So the XP gear, when it comes to killing volatiles, literally does nothing. It does not change anything. Now, occasionally, if they get far enough away, they might be able to do their spit attack at you in here. But for the most part, you're safe. You just keep swinging away. Ooh, stamina right now. So, yeah, that's one thing you gotta watch out for. So there's an XP farm at the town hall. You stand on the corner where the roof entrance is. The volatiles don't attack you. Interesting. Alright, so let's put... You know what? Let's do two-handed damage. Since I'm using a two-handed weapon, let's start increasing that. So you can see there's sometimes you can just sit here and wait and they'll keep showing up. If they're not showing up, then you'll go back outside. But yeah, this is all you gotta do. Really super simple farm. You can sit here for hours and just level up. Obviously, whenever it turns daytime, then you'll have to reset this. I got a big boost right there because I killed like a whole bunch at once. So yeah, this one's great. It's not bad. Another tip you can do, you can also use beast mode in here. So if you really wanted to still hit them and like your weapons just aren't doing enough damage or whatever, just as soon as your beast mode is able to be activated, go for it. So right now is one of those times where there's no more volatiles. And hey, I leveled up again. So let's do another one of these guys. And all of this will be either like gold or valuables for the most part. Sometimes you'll get other stuff too, like military medkits. But yeah, what you'll do is you'll have to run out here. A lot of times one will like fall down like that. The hardest part is trying to survive to get back when they stop spawning. That's the most difficult part about this, is just they will drop down in front of the door, making it difficult for you to get in. So you've got to somehow get past them all. Looks really cool with the lightning though. So this is probably one of the faster ways, just because of how much experience you can get in a fairly short amount of time. And nighttime, I want to say nighttime is about 30 minutes long or so. I can't remember off the top of my head. But there's a way to stop the screen from going gray when beast mode's available. Oh, really? Nice. I'm curious. Yeah. It started out at like 3,700, and since we put a couple levels in now, it does 4,000. It's ridiculous. Now I'm gonna sit here wait till the chase ends, because Jeff earlier said that when the chase ends you should get 4,200 XP. So let's give that a minute. This chase should end any second now. Yeah, 4,200. So for a chase you get 4,200. So that's another thing you can do. So let me do this. I'm gonna head to the town hall. Maybe. There's a bolter. Can I get to the bolter? I have not been super successful when it comes to bolters. Where is he? Nah, I'm not gonna worry about the bolter. Okay. Actually, no, I do want to, because he's gonna give me a lot of XP. Here he is. There we go. So that gives you 10,000. So if you find a bolter at night, it's not too bad. Use the bow for the bolter. Yeah, bow's not a bad option, or you can use the grappling hook as well. I don't know why the marker's not working, but I'm pretty sure it's this way. Could be wrong though. Where am I on the map? Nope, I'm going the wrong way. Gotta go this way. Go. Climb, Kyle. Go climb. Climb, climb, climb. Shuno, you don't understand how people get to level 300 so quickly. They sat there for hours grinding. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. So we've seen the volatile farm. If you want to do something during the day, kind of early on, there was that goon farm. That's not too bad. It's not going to make you level up super fast, but it's kind of a quick way to get some quick XP early on if you don't want to fight volatiles. Another way is what we're about to do. If I can ever get to this freaking town hall. My gosh. Can't see anything. Okay. Here we go. So, we're at the town hall. We're start the chase. And then I'm just gonna go boop. Actually, can I go inside? Will it end the chase automatically? Yeah. So hop out. Okay, he ran away, but let's find another volatile. There's one over here. There's usually a few out here. Really? Like way over here? Alright, so then just book it back. And it's quicker if you go inside to end the chase. Yeah, so that's a quick, simple way early on if you want to get some XP without having to fight anything. That's not a bad way to do it. It's just get their attention and then run back inside town hall. Quick 42 XP. Until you can like kill several of them at once, this might actually be a fairly fast option. Let's actually test. Let's test this out. From the time we go outside and start a chase to coming back inside and the chase ending, we get the XP. Let's see how long this takes. So I'm going to start it in about 10 seconds. Or I'll start it here in a minute. TSM said on PC they use a mod to get to 300. Yeah, there's some people that probably did mods. Fully, and you said they hope they add some suppressed weapons. That would be cool. I mean, technically the bow is a suppressed weapon, but I know that's not what you mean. The scary, you said jumping is how you leveled? Just like jumping like this? Because I know you get some XP for parkour stuff. Tell me exactly what you did. Teach me your ways, Scary Larry. AC, ADM, I'll call you CAD, if that's okay. Does anyone know if you do just main missions on New Game Plus, how many legend levels do you go up? So here's the thing, let's kind of talk about that a bit. So looking at the main quest stuff, each one, now this is on the brutal difficulty, which I highly recommend when you're completing a quest, do it on the brutal difficulty, and because you'll get more XP. Because like let's just show you real quick. Okay, let's do some testing here. Let's go into this before we get into this little farm thing. You don't complete Rise and Shine on New Game Plus, it's automatically done for you. Safe Haven main quest, 26,250 XP. Life After Life, 26,250. Beast Within, 26. So you get 26,250 XP for completing a mission. A main mission, apparently not the Chimera missions, but the main non-Chimera missions. You get 26,250 on Brutal. Now let's switch this over to story mode just to see the difference. And so the difference is you get 25,000 on story mode. So it's only 1,250 XP difference. So in the grand scheme of things, that extra like 1,200 XP does help out a lot, and it will add up over time, but you're still getting, even on story mode difficulty, an absolute ton of experience. So so keep that in mind. If you don't want to play on brutal, you don't have to, but for more XP, try to finish a quest on brutal. So if the quest ends when you kill a boss, wait until the finisher pops up for the boss, switch it to brutal mode, then do it, and you'll get the extra XP. Stuff like that. So that's kind of what that is for the XP. So if you go with, I want to say there's 15 to somewhere between 11 and 15 main quests. Let's just go based off of an even 10, because I can't remember off the top of my head how many main quests there are. If there are 10 main quests at the base of 25,000 for the story mode difficulty, you'll get 250,000 experience. From starting from level 1 until you reach level 30, it takes 23,000 experience to gain a level. So it would, just by doing the main story missions, just the rewards themselves from story missions, you will reach probably about level 15, maybe 20. If you only do the story missions and you just beeline straight through them, you might get to about level 20. If you do the side quests, you'll probably end up around level 30, maybe level 40 afterwards. That just kind of depends. So if you really want to level up fast and get to 300, say, before starting New Game Plus 2, then yeah, grinding is the only way. But if you want to play the game kind of how you can tell Techland wants you to do it, then the best way to do it is just focus, don't worry about farming anything, just play all of the main story, all the side quests, all of the activities, do all of that stuff, basically 100% complete the game. You'll probably end up being somewhere between level 30 and 50 if you do absolutely everything in the game. And then by that point, when you start New Game Plus 2, then everything will kind of match to where you're supposed to be, and you won't necessarily be overpowered. It's essentially designed to be where you do a New Game Plus once you've kind of reached around level 30 to level 40 is when you'd start the next New Game Plus, and it just kind of increases from there to where I think someone mentioned earlier that New Game Plus 10 is the highest it can go, and at that point everything's like level 300, and so there it's all matching. So essentially, if you want to feel super overpowered, grind out levels to 300 and never leave New Game Plus 1. If you get to New Game Plus 10, I don't know if you're still overpowered or not, because by that point, the game wants you to be level 300, so I don't know for sure. So there's that. Okay, so sorry if that bottle was a little crinkly. Everybody's saying jump and crouch at the same time for XP. Yeah. Yeah, you just do that over and over again. Just get yourself up against the wall. Maybe you can't climb. And just push it over and over again. Yeah, that's actually a really fast way. For me, I'm only getting 200 XP every time I do it. Mr. Langley said side quest is 29 and story quest is 15. I know that there's not that many side quests, so I know that so the story quest thing is right, because there's only a total of 28 quests in the game. If you don't count like safe zones, races, things like that. Just actual quests that are in the quest log here. there's, I think, like a total of 28. Activities, that's a little different, because some of this also counts for like safe zones, substations, that kind of stuff. I totally forgot. I'm only getting 200, and I think I'm still in story mode. Hold on. Brutal. Nope, now I'm getting 210. I'm getting 10 more XP. If there is a... I want to see if there's like a small door frame so I don't have to jump so high. Like right here. You can do it a little bit quicker. But then you quickly kind of get out. I'm looking for something small I can do that in. But that's one way to do. It would take 10 business days to do that. Oscar Lee said you do it in the church hole because the ceiling's lower. Okay, let me switch it to daytime and actually try out the church hole just by jumping in it. Because you're right, if the ceiling's lower, then you'll be able to do more jumps more quickly. So I'm hearing, so Belly, you said there's shelves near the bed. We can try that. Nah, I don't think there's nothing low enough over here, I think. So let's go to the church hole and get Aiden to jump a bunch.
Thanks for everything you're doing.
Now the only downside to this method is you have the potential to break your controller. So be careful of that. Okay, it's this way. Let's head over there and try that out real quick. Billy said in the next room. Okay, let's try that. We'll go for Belly's suggestion first, and then we'll go with everybody else's after that. Shindo, you said you hate that XP is reliant on combat only, in basically combat instead of parkour. Yeah, it is. I wish they had more parkour stuff like Dying Light 2 did. Okay, where are these shelves? Am I blind? Use the table. Oh, are you talking about like right here? Like on the workbench? No.
You mean Mike?
Mike?
Okay, so during the daytime you only get like 105 XP. So you definitely want to do the jumps at nighttime.
When's the last time I was on that?
Oh, that's what you mean. The shelves, haha. So you get up here. Oh yeah, there you go. That's quick. Okay, nope. So there you go. There's a fairly fast way. It's not the greatest. But yeah, that's not bad. But that is going to take forever. So if you're on PC and maybe you could set up some kind of like macro or something, or you can just kind of make it do that and you just go AFK, that's perfect. That's a great way to do that, especially if you just go AFK, just sit there in the corner having your character jump up and down. Maybe I'll figure out how to do that rather than pushing the buttons, because it's going to be a lot. So I don't have to go to the church hole because it's the same thing. So that's not bad. not a bad spot. Like if you're just trying to get some quick ones, I think up to level 30, that one's not bad. Same thing with the chase ending as well. That one's not bad. Which, oh, actually forgot. That's what I wanted to check out, is the chase ending. So let me do that. So I was going to time it to see how long it takes. So actually, I'm on my XP gear. Let me do it without my XP gear with the jump real quick.
Eyes in the back of my head.
So on brutal, it's 210 XP. So if we do the math here, see, just seeing how many jumps it takes to get to 4200. I lost count of the jumps. I don't know what I'm doing. Bulliant, you're off to bed. All right, hey, see ya. Thanks for coming in. Hope you had a great day. All right, let's do this. I want to see how many jumps it takes in total to reach 4200. Gamer Cap, what's going on, my friend? You gotta catch me live again. Hopefully enjoy the legend levels. I've been enjoying them. They're a lot of fun. We're doing some science. We're jumping for science right now, everyone. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it takes 20 jumps in order to, or jumping crouches, to get to the experience level of 1 volatile or 1 chase end. Thank you, Scary Larry, for doing the math. I probably could have just had you guys do that for me. All right, so let's do a timer here. I'm going to look at the time here. I'm going to start it right about now. Okay, so doing this as quick as I can. How long does it take me to reach it? Okay, that was about 10 seconds. So I can get 4200 in 10 seconds from the jumps. Okay. Now let's test out how long it takes to get 4200 from the chase. So we're starting from inside, and we will go in about 5 more seconds. We'll start this. And go. Okay, volatile over here. He sees me. Chase gets started. And I got the 4200 XP. That took me almost 20 seconds, like twice as long. So it's, to do this method, it takes you 2 times as long. Now, if I were to jump where I wasn't in a short thing, I want to see how long that takes. So we'll start that in a few seconds. Okay, here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That one also about 20 seconds. So not jumping in a short thing and running outside and coming back inside is about the same amount of time. So if you're going to do the jumps, do it in a small space. Otherwise, it's kind of useless. Because you can also just run out and run back in. And Volatile got stuck. Don't know how that happened, but that works for me. All right, so, and we'll put this back into two-handed again. Oh, I didn't even know I leveled up twice. Okay. Oh, that's a collectible. I was like, what is that? All right. Now we're going to try the church thing. See how quickly I can get leveled up here. Hey, we got Mousehead in the chat. What's going on, my friend? All right. So we're going to run to the church. And let's see. Started at like 10. So the chase will start. That's fine. Doesn't matter. We need to chase anyway. I just need to not get caught by them. That's all that matters. Okay, almost there. Don't touch me, zombie. No, get off me. Yeah, that's the problem you run into with this. Oh, come on. Gotta heal up for a second. Okay. Where's the dang hole? Get away. Okay. I can't find the hole. This is not going great. Show me over here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Once you're in here, let's see how long it takes me to kill. So I can start getting stuff. So I've already killed 2. So this is infinitely faster. Now, granted, I do have skills meant for, like, I am a higher level. So, again, this is something you more want to do definitely at a higher level. And when you're at a lower level, it may be fine to just do, like, the jumps or the chase ending. But this is a million times faster. For sure, because I'm killing them very quickly. Now, obviously not fast enough to like one-shot them, because if I can one-shot them, then I can just stand outside and do it. I don't have to hide in this hole. Yeah, Shudo, you're alright. I can use my fists. And I just leveled up. I have some fist damage already. Let me actually try that. Let's see how that goes. Let's just... see how quickly this does. That's actually not bad. So if you put your points... yeah, definitely put your points into physical attacks, because you can just sit here and punch. You don't have to worry about your weapons. And yeah, that's way better. Thank you, Shudo. Or Shundo, sorry. That's a much better way. Punch him in the butt. Turn around and punch him in the butt. It's so funny that it gets stuck right here, and you just end up punching them in the butt a whole bunch. Now I said my legend level, I just got to level 42. So that's where I'm at right now. And then section, you said you use your fist to charge your rage faster. Yeah, I've noticed that. Alright, I'm gonna let the chase end, because I've noticed too many times if I go out there before the chase is over, they'll end up blocking me, and I can't get back in without possibly dying. So, I'm gonna do that. Cool Boy said it's fun playing a new zombie game. Yeah, if you haven't played it before, it's a lot of fun. Firelord Red Flames, I can ask you a question about the New Game Plus. Yeah, go for it. What you got? I am here to answer any question you might have. Alright, so the chase ended. And the best thing to do, go grab another one. And there we go. Chase started. Now let's run back under here. And there we go. So now it'll show up. Because they'll follow you over here. What I like to do is wait till there's like a few of them. And yeah, you use your fists. Especially if you put points into physical attacks. Like, this will be great. And then, like I mentioned earlier, you can always also go into your beast mode, start tearing apart that way as well. When you're in beast mode, it won't show how much XP that you're getting until after you're out of beast mode. I don't know why. I think it's weird, but that's just the way it is. Firelord, when I create New Game Plus, I have no stamina. My HP is orange and red. This occurred to you? No, this has not happened to me. That I've heard of someone else mentioning that to me, and from my understanding, that is a bug. That should not be happening. So, that's the only thing I can think of for you to try is maybe completely quit out the game, close it, and turn it back on, see if that helps. If that's not helping, try to re-roll your save. I don't know if it'll let you, but try to see if you can do a rollback if possible. See if that helps. If that still doesn't help, then you can always try uninstalling and reinstalling the game. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. That's a possibility as well. Punch him with my fists. So once I get about 40 more levels, I should be able to one-shot volatiles. But I'm not quite there yet. So these are kind of the main ways. Now, I didn't show it, but again, if you do the hives, you get about... So the hives, if you're unfamiliar with it, are these icons. They'll pop up, like when you start New Game Plus, you can actually find these everywhere. And I don't know if they're in the normal game either. I know you can find the hives in the normal game, but I don't know if they actually pop up as locations. So that... Maybe they added that, maybe they didn't, I don't know, but it's at least in New Game Plus. You can find these and farm them. Basically, you just go kill the hive, the volatile hive, and then you get like almost 40,000 experience. So literally these, I think it stays at 39,000 experience for every single level all the way to 300. Once you're from level 30 on. Let me know if that's wrong. Anybody, like Section, you said you're level 140. Let me know if that's different. If you get into higher levels, it changes from 39,000. If it doesn't change from 39,000, you should be getting essentially one level every single time that you do one of these once you get to level 30. I mean, even before level 30, you'll get one every single time either way, but that is another way. So yeah, there's a lot of ways you get a ton of XP. And one thing here, where is it? Yeah, if you look up here, you'll notice it says that New Game Plus, or New Game Plus 1 bonus is 2.5 times. So already by being on New Game Plus 1, you're getting 2.5 times more experience than you would without New Game Plus. So that's why it's bigger. Scary, you said it's 90,000 for you at level 209. Okay, thanks for letting me know. So at some point it does get bigger and it will take you longer, but again, you get to the point where once you're able to one-shot volatiles, you don't even need to do tricks like this where you're standing here hiding from them, waiting for them to kind of show up so you can be protected, because what you can do instead is just run straight up to them and punch them in the face. And so then you're just running around at nighttime punching everything in the face. And there you go. Scary, you said you think it increases every 20 levels. I know it was at 23,000 all the way through level 29. When I hit 30, it jumped up to 39. So maybe it changes every 20 levels after that. Not sure. Or maybe it changes every 30 levels, which would make sense. But one good thing about this farm, like I mentioned earlier, all the loot you can get, which is great. So we'll come back out here. That guy will see me. I'll probably do one more little loop here. Alright, chase started. Let's go. And the good thing about running out there is all those bodies disappear, so you can just pick up all that, which makes it so much easier. Scary, you can get stun locked by volatiles. Oh, that's not great. I hated that when it would happen in Dying Light 2. So I mean, this is obviously still the safest way, because you don't have to worry about getting hit. And it'd be even faster when you're one-shotting them. But this is still pretty good here. Like I said, once you get one hit ability, then you're pretty much good. Fall down already, dramatic. My gosh. The daytime? Oh yeah, 1 hour to daylight, so they start freaking out. So it takes me, right now at my current level, it takes me like 9 hits to kill a volatile with my fists. Obviously that will change with the higher up I go and the more points I put into physical damage. I'm able to 2-tap them with a melee at 45. Oh, interesting. I guess that makes sense because I'm about halfway where I would be. Dive. Flexibility, this is how you maxed out your loot. Yeah, this is a great way to max stuff out. Like, you get a lot of money this way, so honestly, this method is great for a lot of things. Now, again, it doesn't make for very exciting gameplay. Let's be honest here. Standing in a hole, staring at naked volatile butts, not not the most fun. But pun not intended, but there we go. But it's still a really good method because you can see, look at all that stuff I'm getting. There's that guy out there. It's daytime now, so he's just gonna run away regardless. But if you run to this fence and back, all the bodies are gone and you can just grab all this stuff. You get valuables, money. Sometimes you'll get some military medkits as well, but it's mostly MRE rations and money, which is good. It doesn't give you as much money as you would think. Oh yeah, I got some morphine there, so you get some legendary stuff occasionally with this. Gamer Cop, you said, is it really double XP weekend? That's what I've heard. I need to actually look it up. I don't know for sure. I heard it's double XP weekend, but based off of, oh, let me do this. Oh yeah, based off of this, you're already getting 2 times the experience here. So, or 2.5 times. So yeah, there is that. Scary area 120, you can one-shot volatiles with a pistol. Dang. Ezio, ranking up legend levels feels so easy and quick in a way it doesn't feel as rewarding. Maybe, like you said, it's because if it's double XP weekend, that's probably why. Scary Larry, you said it ends on Sunday. Yeah, that would probably explain it, to be completely honest. Oh, yeah, let me go do this thing. When you fall. Heads on. And I get over here to do this thing. Come on. I want to test out my fists. So right now I can two-shot normal zombies with my fists. Not bad. Come on. No, don't do that. Ah. Lockpicks. Gary, you said you've been enjoying the videos, finally caught you on live. Well, hey, welcome to the stream. I will take that ammo. I don't want the ice axe. I'll take the morphine. So this one gave me, yeah, 19,000. So those little encounters. Oh, there's another one already? Yeah, these blue encounters are really, really good. Because... Oh, wait, is it... Yay! Are my drop kicks actually strong enough now that I can one-shot things with my drop kicks? Oh, I gotta do this for a bit. So actually, pick up the weapon and scale C rank. Yeah, I know it does. I just don't want it. I prefer the other ones. I guess I could sell it, but there's not really a reason to. I will grab this one. Just check it out. So, see, like I grabbed this, but my weapons that are 11 levels lower are almost the same strength. Look at this crowbar. The iconic crowbar is almost exactly as strong, and it has more stuff that it will help with. Like this is just 10% increased damage with accessories and 2% critical strike chance. Whereas this one, I've got the melee weapon throw, but I mean, look at this one. I've got 4,200 on this, and I get 8% damage on infected, HP restore and healing, and my beast meter gained with attacks goes up. This is like, these are the iconic weapons are like way better. So I'm gonna... Wait, can I not? Can I dismantle it? Okay, I can. I was like, I was about to say. So those are better for dismantling. Okay, we gotta put another point in physical damage. I gotta go drop some things in the face, because I didn't do that. Gary, so you download the update now. You're hearing the progression is not balanced well. Are we overpowered now? Very, very overpowered. Yay, finally. One shot drop kicks. Oh, this is amazing. This is the best. I love it. It's great. I'm gonna see if I can drop kick multiple zombies. See if we get them all. One shot drop kicks is the best. That's like one of my favorite abilities. Yeah, come on. Oh, wait, what about my kicks? Okay. So I can two-shot zombies with my kicks, it looks like? 1, 2, yep. So a kick is two-shot. Ow, come on, don't do that. Bad zombie. Testing things. And a charge kick. Oh, come on, stop gripping me while I'm trying to do things. Charge kick. Oh my god, the zombie grabs. Damn it. Charge kick, I think, it depends on the zombie. But that was one there. Mostly two, still. So if you want to just go to town punching everything in the face, especially like once you get higher level, like I'm level 47 right now. 2 shot and everything. So I'll get a little bit higher. 1 shot and everything. And then I'll really live up to Jade's reputation and just essentially box my way through the game. Yay, we did it. Okay, so that's awesome. I love the physical stuff. And that I can single drop kick enemies now. Finally. I don't care that it uses so much stamina. I just am happy that they finally die when I hit them with my drop kicks. Ooh, that one works. As well. Yep, and if you get multiple with a drop kick, it gets them. So, that's great. Here come you, Miss Jade. I know. She was a good character. And I like that Kyle has a little reference to it right there next to his watch. It's like, I think that was her bracelet or necklace or something like that he's wearing, which is really cool. I like that they had that little detail that you can only see it when you pull up the watch. Scary, you talking about the armor set. I need to claim some of these rewards, but I can actually look at the armor set. So we've got the Ranger gloves, which I showed those a little bit earlier. Essentially what the Ranger set does, it gives you stamina regeneration on kill, critical damage, and critical chance on headshot. So you're doing like critical damage probably a lot, and you're also regenerating your stamina. So it's a good set. It's a good set for sure. Now the Vanguard. So tell me about the Vanguard, Scary Larry. Tell me about that one, because obviously I need to be a minimum of 180 before I can get to that. I'm curious about the stats for that one. But there's a lot of really cool stuff. You get these cool little knuckle dusters, that cool weapon there. So Vanguard set 6% damage increase under 40% health, 8% damage on next attack after kill, and 5% damage with backstab. Okay, that's not bad. That's not too bad. So just kind of like if you're that one, this one's the Vanguard set is definitely for if you're getting up close and personal. Like I said, a heavy outfit that supports fighting in the thick of combat works best for a master positioning and combat maneuvers. So if you're good at like dodging and getting around enemies and just punching them or hitting them or whatever, that's not a bad set. It's not bad. Pugs, you said which legend skill have I focused on? Wow, words would be nice. So I've maxed out one-handed damage. I've got two-handed damage at a 5 at the moment. I've maxed out melee attack speed so I can hit faster. I also have like 11 points into physical damage, and then all the way down here I've got extra craft parts, which I haven't really noticed a lot of benefit from this, to be completely honest. But what's great is you can see right here at the bottom, you can actually reset your legend skills. So while you're still working your way up to level 300, if you want to try out different things, just get 5,000 money and reset your levels, and then you can reallocate those points however you want. It doesn't reset the level, sorry. It resets the skill points. So it just gives you all the skill points back that you used, and then you can kind of move it around however you want. So yeah, that's just kind of what I've focused on. Like, there's a ton here. Like, you've got one for basically every single weapon type in the game. You got one-handed weapons, long weapons, two-handed weapons, which are different from long weapons, even though they're also two-handed. It's weird. Like, I don't have one in here, but like, for example, this is a two-handed weapon, but a long weapon would be like I think like a bat is considered a long weapon. I don't know why. It's still two hands. But then physical damage for like punches and kicks, you got knuckle dusters, knives, bows, crossbows, firearms, non-explosive throwables, explosives. Then you start getting into more of the utility stuff and not necessarily damage. So you get more ammo, which gives you more ammo when you loot stuff, higher chance for cutting off limbs, faster attack speeds, faster reloads, beast mode lasting longer, more damage while in beast mode, more your beast mode charges faster, your health regen is quicker to start, your maximum stamina is increased, your stamina regen is also increased. You can have fall resistance, so you don't take as much damage when you fall off of stuff. Firearm resistance, so you don't take as much damage getting hit. Melee resistance, again, you don't take as much damage getting hit by zombies and other stuff. And then extra craft parts for whenever you're looting, you get more stuff. So there's a lot of benefits to it. And then obviously you get like all these rewards, like a whole bunch of good stuff, which are all like the weapons are all the iconic level, and you do get a blueprint for them as well, which is really, really nice. Ooh, Scary Larry, yeah, they all have the same buffs. He's talking about the Vanguard set. So here's a good way to see if the Vanguard set would stack. So we're gonna go here. You see the stats? It's just basic. Here's where everything is. Now I'm going to put on the Ranger cap, Ranger gloves, Ranger jacket. I think that's all I have at the moment. And now you can see 6% stamina regen on kill, 24% critical damage, and 9% chance of critical hits on headshots. And each one of those, yeah, so it is they do stack. So the more gear pieces you have, the higher that number gets. So for example, what Scary Larry put in there, the 6% damage for the Vanguard outfit, by the time you have all 6 pieces, that's going to be 36 damage. The 8% will be 48% more damage on your next attack after kill, and then 5% damage on backstab will be like 30% damage on backstab. So yeah, the stacking is insane with what it gets when you combine everything together like that. So those are some big percentages for sure. Okay, well, I think that is probably where I'm going to do it tonight. I have had an absolute blast. I hope you guys have had a lot of fun too. Legend levels are amazing. New Game Plus is also amazing. If you haven't subscribed already to my YouTube channel, again, I post videos there constantly for Dying Light, as well as other games, and kind of branching out to more. I have other channels and things linked in the description of this YouTube video and just on my channel in general. If you happen to be watching on Twitch right now, if you haven't followed already, it would help me out a lot as well. So feel free to do so if you've been enjoying the stream. I will try to do more streams. I know I say that every single time, and then it ends up being like weeks between streams, but I'm trying, everybody. But again, I had a ton of fun. I hope you all have had a wonderful time, and I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you all next time.